keep it going, ladies and gentlemen. Huge round of applause. Yes, it's time. Lee Oesterle, everybody.
All right, I know what some of you are thinking. White hair, white beard, rosy cheeks, big belly. I think I saw this guy playing Santa at the mall last December. Not this guy. I fucking hate Christmas. Yeah, and I'm not too crazy about kids either. And I'm not real crazy about animals. Well, that's not cats. I'm not really crazy about cats, and many of their owners. A couple weeks ago, I put a flyer up all over my neighborhood. I made it on my computer, picture of a beautiful cat. Big letter says, "Cat found." And then you have to get up closer, and it says, "Thanks, he was delicious." So I was downtown last week, and this woman came up and told me how intelligent looking I was, how good looking I was, handed me a flyer saying, you know, God, you're just so smart looking. Would you come to this meeting? And I looked down, and it was a flyer for the Flat Earth Society. So I told her, "Ma'am, everyone knows flat earthery will get you nowhere." So I think, too, when I came up, maybe some of you were thinking, look, an old hippie. You'd be getting warmer. I'm old, so. Actually, when I was growing up as a teenager in the 60s, I wanted to run away to a commune and be a hippie. I had heard about the sex, the drugs, the rock and roll, the sex. But this was 1969. There was this place called Vietnam, this thing called the Army, and the draft. And they were drafting everybody, especially hippies. So I went to college. College in those days was pretty interesting, too. The best thing about college in those days turned out to be the sex, the drugs, the rock and roll, and the sex. Not many people know this, I looked it up, but dormitory is Latin for commune. So I did a lot of LSD back in those days. It was my drug of choice, actually. One night when I was tripping my brains out, God appeared right before me in my dorm room, and he spoke to me, and he said some of the most profound things I've ever heard. I wish I could remember them. I tried to write them down, but the pen kept slithering away. There's research out recently that reports that heavy marijuana use among teenagers causes significant cognitive impairment later in life. There's research recently that reports that heavy marijuana use among teenagers can cause significant cognitive impairment later in life. Being older and wiser, I left the Catholic Church and I joined the fellowship of Amazon.com. You can worship there anytime, day or night. It's great. When I was a Catholic, they wanted 10% of my income. And I don't remember getting anything in return. I checked the other day, I give Amazon.com a little bit more than 10% of my income. And they send me cool shit 2 or 3 times a week. Free shipping, 2-day delivery, it's great. I realize that Amazon's not perfect. They've been known to overwork their employees, underpay their employees, but I've never heard any reports of little boys being molested. So switching gears. What happened to old guys anyway? I used to like hanging out with old guys, them telling their stories, sharing their wisdom. It seems anymore all they want to do is complain about how their bladders and their bowels don't work. So I told them, stop complaining. At least your dick still works. Yeah, they didn't think it was that funny either. So there are some advantages to getting older. For example, I don't worry about climate change. I'm not going to be around when that shit hits the fan. Also, I've stopped worrying about dying young. So, thank you very much.
Lee Oesterle!